Okay, I guess this is working. Yeah. No. Check, check, check. Check, check. One, two. Why the hell is this not working now? Oh, Lord. This is making me angry now. Is it working now? Just check. Check, check. Oh, I know what it is. Swear to God, I need a producer or someone behind the scenes. This big ass. Now I gotta switch gears. Back to Wingo. I don't know if you guys can hear the music. It was good when I tested it earlier this morning. Who knows? Oh, welcome. It's Tuesday. It's 6. Morning, Mrs. Bandito. What's up, Rob? The coffee first. Hey, nope. We know the policy here. Absolutely no damn commercials. So I can prevent that. I hope you're getting audio, music, because I tested it earlier. It works. So I gotta check the stream. Get through that. Now it's giving me a problem with wanting to get on the interwebs. Now it's giving me a problem with wanting to get on the interwebs. You're not getting my mic, are you? Why is it picking up? Ah, this is a nightmare. It's picking me up over here. I swear to God. I never had all these problems until I got into this. I don't know why it's picking up now. At 15, I got a camera now over there, so you guys see outside, so I can see outside too. I want to know when it's gonna be good conditions. I swear to God, my old ass Mac did better than this. So I gotta figure this out. It's driving me nuts. I have no idea what mic I'm on. So I have to delete that real quick. Sorry, it's part of live streaming. This happens. I delete this. There's just so much crap on here. Check. Check. What? Is it picking up? Is it picking up? Where the hell is it picking it up at? Okay, this right now. Okay, I want this on now. This one. See what you guys are writing. I'm going to hear me. Sound. What's up, Big Lou? Sorry, bear with me. I'm trying to figure it out. Is it working? It's not working. Check. That's supposed to be working. That's my mic. It's got to work. Damn. Check, check. That's my mic. It's got to work. Damn. Check, check. It was testing. It's not working. Let me try this. Plug that. Hold on. Shelby's pissed, and I'm not going to be happy until I'm finished fixing this problem. Damn it. Oh my God, this commercial's killing me too.
So get started on your solar journey today.
Shut up. Quit selling me shit all the time.
Started on your solar journey today.
Shut up. There we go. I have to figure out. Okay, so I figured it out. So I have way too many cameras running right now. So be it. I'll plug it in off and on here so I can see in the bottom left-hand corner over there. Way over on the other side is another cam. That's showing me conditions live. So I can get an idea what it's going to be like today. But every time I plug in that thing, it throws everything off. So go figure. So let's see what we got. We got Mrs. Bandito in the house. Morning, morning. Got Robert in the house. Got to get coffee first, he says. Understand. Says sounds good. Honestly, it sounded like crap, but that's okay. What's up, Big Lou? Big tall. Drink of water. Audio's good now. Yeah, it should be good now, hopefully. As far as getting music in there, I tried. I tested. It should be good now that I'm not having another audio mix. As far as getting music in there, I tried. Tested. It should be good now that I'm not having another audio mix. As far as getting music in there, I tried. Tested. It should be good now that I'm not having another audio mix. Okay, all right, sounds good. Now I know what the problem was. Cool. If it's everything's a little tinny and all that, I don't have my soundboard in yet. So once I get my soundboard in, it'll sound like it used to, which is nice, right? I just don't have it all set up yet. All right, last we left we were doing the super spec to fix my shorts. My pants off. I'm not stripping. I'm just getting myself together. Looks good. It came in here on, I don't know what day it was. Yesterday, maybe, I guess. Yeah, it was yesterday. We did the gluing top, and then I finished the bottom. That's where we're at. I haven't even touched this since then. So I said I would come back and I'd do the E6000. This is exactly what I did. Came back from E6000 down. I waited and then did that. So then I remember. And then I set everything in place, put it all in the oven, and see what we got. All right. Sat here for probably another hour before I left and to do it. I remember everything now.
Everything's smooth. See, me feel it. Yeah, a couple spots. The E6000 is kind of sticking up a little bit, but that's okay. The laminate iron is going to take care of that today. They'll flatten that out, and it'll be smooth as silk. All right, checking the lines, make sure it came out of the oven straight, and that's the main important thing. This is the test. Make sure I don't turn this into a freaking taco. All right. Straighten that out, which is very good. And then same as here. We're good. Oh man, that's so strong. I keep forgetting every time you build one of these. You build it the right way, I guess. Especially these Drak foams, these special Drak foam editions of anything. It is a 2x4 right now. I'm like, I cannot bend this. No matter what I do to it. I can't twist it. I can ever so slight put it. I mean, I gotta put force in there to do a twist. Show you what they turn into, right? Here's what they turn into. They turn into this. Flapping around. But that's not a Drak foam. That's a competition rig. They're not gonna last that long anyway. Competition rigs don't usually last long. This is gonna be nice. Man, you gotta admire it. You gotta kick back, enjoy your fruits of your labor a little bit, see what you've done. Check everything, you know, get familiar with your frame. This is where the frame starts to talk to you a little bit. Say, hey man, I got a little bit of maybe a kink here, and might have to address that. And you can start feeling how it's gonna fly. If you've been doing this long enough, you're like, man, this thing don't rip. This thing's just gonna carve. It's just gonna cut through air nice. Even though it's lightened. Fences will get rid of all the and the verts will help get rid of any waggle. But yeah, this is feeling really, really, really solid. So this is what I mean by letting that glue and everything, right? I think I hastened this side a little bit now. I guess I did. But either way, it's so strong right now, man. I'm telling you. And woman. It's super good. All the way to the tips. Like, all right, and then I'm just getting all the little spider webs out, right? I've got to clean out all the riffraff that's in here. I'm just prepping for now laminate. And then, again, I'm just going to keep moving along. You got questions to ask me? Otherwise, I'm just going to move along like you know. Otherwise, it'd be stopping every 10 minutes, okay? And then this would be turning forever. So I'm trying to expedite this a little bit. Just because strike while the iron's hot, right? When I want to build, let's build. Let's just get them all done. Because then there's going to be a long winter of me not building, if you will. Oh, man, it just feels so good. I haven't had a spec or a super spec in Drak foam. Man, solid. You can hear it. You hear that? It's just solid. No work on today? You know, I had work today. My work was pretty quick today. My work was pretty fast, so I had to go and just can't ever really elaborate on my job. It's drone related, yes, but that's about all I can tell you. So, yep. Short day today. Tomorrow will probably be a normal day, which would be most days, maybe probably a short day. Let's see. I don't really have. Well, yeah, I do. I very much got to worry about this bay. All right. So remember from the beginning, keep this bay, keep this cutout. We're gonna keep reminding you, so you can keep telling the manufacturers, send me the block that you cut my frame out of, please. Please, please, please. It aids so much in this building process to make everything nice and true. Because you're gonna, if you don't, it's just you're gonna induce a warp, just from building, and that's always crappy. All right, so we're gonna prep again. Just gonna sand down just one more time, get things a little bit prepped. Nothing big. Power first always helps turn shit on. It's one thing I didn't do this morning. As soon as I got plugged in, put that in my pocket. I guess I'm gonna have to drop that on the ground. All right, cool. And I got room. Gotta wear your safety glasses. Makes you look cool and you're safe. Don't spend too long on one spot. Keep moving this around. Don't put pressure on it. The weight of the actual machine is really all I need. Don't really need to do much. Just a little bit. Just a quick touch. Nothing spectacular. Getting a little extra glue off right there. Nothing big. Lightening it out a little bit. Tiny imperfections. That's what we're getting. Ooh, I needed it. You could hear it. You can hear it. I needed it too. All right, that's it. That's about all you need. Go back up here and check. Looking nice. Good. Yeah, that's it. Just roughing it up, just scuffing it up, basically. That's all you do. All right. This is the bottom of our thing. Well, I think this is the top, but whatever. This is how we've built it. So it is what it is now. Laminate. All right, this is the different laminate that we use on these. It's a stronger laminate. So now we're going to say, hey, going to tape it? No, I'm not going to tape this one. Like my leading edge, I'm not going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Jack Cooper method that he taught me years ago. And I'm just going to triple laminate the leading edge, right? That's all I'm going to do. I think this is 5 mil lam, I'm pretty sure. I mean, you can just hear it, right? And I'm going to do this in 3 sections. Well, I'm debating. I thought about this earlier on the way in. Do I want to do it in 3 sections or just 2 halves? Normally, when I do a spec wing, I do just 1 half and then 1 half, right? I was debating if I wanted to go 3. I'm thinking 3 or 2. Is there a benefit of doing one or the other? Don't know. Hand it in sidewards. We're going to work a little bit smaller ones today. I'm not quite such big ones. All right. Let's see what the frame says. Frame will tell me what it wants. Oh, we got some messages here. Remember, I try to check in with your messages. Unlike Ed Ricker, I like to talk to my audience. Do you think the lightened versions are extremely better than the normal? It depends. Big, tall, sexy drink of water there, Big Lou. These lightened Draks, basically, the way I can equate it, are like Drak foams, these right here. So the only one I truly have was my 48, right? My frame in a Drak foam. It's heavier, right? I don't know. You're getting a trade-off with the fact that this is lightened, but then you're getting an add-on of weight because it's Drak foam, right? So it's kind of might be they might be offsetting each other, right? One benefit and then one negative, and then it just kind of washes out. Might be the case. This laminate is definitely heavier. I mean, you can hear it. I mean, I'll show you something that Kilpatrick gave me. I'm not saying that shit was really good anyways, but Kilpatrick stuff's like 3 mil, right? It's very strong. This is strong stuff. Like, it's no joke stuff. Your frame's going to last. Would I compete with this all on here? I don't really know. Nope. Would I compete with a Drak foam? No. It's too heavy. But durability-wise, I think you're going to luck out with this. Hopefully that answered your question in a very political way. Insert like a politician. Yeah, kind of, maybe no. Let me see. I think I'm just gonna go into halves. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna find out where I got cut. I'm gonna save as much as I can. It's good stuff. All right, let me get some of this tape here. There we go. Just to help me hold it in place. All right. Let's see if my hands will work with me today. Not necessarily. All right. Have my hands up in here too. So I'm pulling on this a little bit, put some tension on it, making a nice rough cut, right? I use about from the block that it's cut out of, I use about 1 inch to 1.5 inch gap overlay. Just gives me some room to play with, but not wasting too much. Holy hell, I swear to God. Okay. All right, so there's one piece. Leave the tape on it for a minute. Now my next thing is I need to spray it. So this is actually what I need to do first. So I got this all done. All right. It's all prepped. I'm debating. Okay, remember what I talked about earlier? This stuff right here lays on thick, right? Drak foam needs to have this stuff, right? It has to have something to stick to. Drak foam is a little bit harder to get stuff to stick on it. Let me see what we got going on here, messages wise. Hold on. Let's see. I bought some 3mm 36-inch laminate from Inline for $80. So wasn't sure for the amount. When I got to pick it, picked it up. 2 rolls of 250 feet. I think it's kind of like what Kilpatrick had. It was insane. He just had a ton of it. He gave me a whole bunch. Yeah, there you go. There, it's Mr. Huggy. You will never need to get laminate again. No, you won't. You laminate your house, right? Your niggas are not working this morning. It's all right. All right, so moving on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see... this adds weight, too. I'm going to see what I'm going to do. I'm going to probably... shit, I really don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to spray this box, though. See how it looks. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. Something I can use. Yeah, I know this box. All right, ready? So, yeah, it kind of, right? So it comes out kind of like a Spider-Man web, you know? It kind of looks like that. It's the only way I can describe it. So what I'm gonna do is gonna put a light coat of this on. Like normally people just freaking cake it on there, right? Especially if they painted it. You need to put this down, paint it, and then put this stuff. Is that how it goes? No, it's this step, paint this stuff next, and then paint over top of it. That's how it goes. But I never see that's. I don't know it because I don't paint. Very rarely do I paint stuff. So I'm over here off camera. Actually, I'll go over with my. I have a spot where I spray stuff. So because I'm mic'd up, you'll just see me kind of walk off screen here. But I'm actually over here, and my wire is definitely long enough. And I turn on my ventilation system real quick. Speaking like I've got some sort of high-tech equipment up in here, it is a ceiling fan, 12 foot up, in an unfinished house. But either way, it's something. Hey, it's not turning on. There we go. Now it is. So what I'll do is I'll go here and spray it up. Just the light dusting. I know you can't see it. I could have grabbed the other camera and probably pulled it over here, but screw all that. Okay, this is also where I paint. It doesn't really matter because you can't see. Oh, you know what I don't want to do? All right. Something's telling me no. Something's telling me no. I'll have spider webs all over these holes if I do this. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I started to do it, and then it was just spraying everywhere because lighten it. All these holes are just gonna have spider webs everywhere. All right, well, this laminate better freaking stick then, because I ain't spraying it all over. I'll show you on camera now. That's what I mean. That would have been bad. I would have stopped the stream over that. Oh, here. Obviously, I got a better camera here. See how it sprays? It's spider web. It's all over, and it just gets in all these spots. And I just don't. Something tells me just don't do it, so I'm not going to do it. So there you go. Screw it. You unspin myself from the damn wire. Cool. Gorilla Glue has come out with a great adhesive spray. It works like a charm. I'll check it out, man. This one's going to get none. It's just the way we're going to roll today, right? Same process as before. We got to heat the laminate up. Get my iron turned on. Get it up there quick. This old ass laminate iron I have. Bought it when I bought my first wing. Still does the job. Hanger 9. Heat sealing iron. There you go. I'm going to get one of them relics. Okay. While that's heating up, I'm going to lay this back down where I had it. Get my helping hands. This is where I use this weight a lot in the scuba weight. It really helps. Okay, I have an overlap from the center line, so I'm overlapping here, and I'll do the same thing when I go the other direction. Okay, got her down. This. And heat everything up. Section at a time. This takes this heat gun a lot better. Wow. I apply it a little bit longer. All right. Section at a time. Oh, yep, that's hot. All right, clean it off a little bit. Do nice. Not putting a lot of tension over here. Just some. Just a little. Just a little. Just get the wrinkles out, right? Just a little bit. All right, this laminate takes heat a lot more than your stuff you're used to, probably. You got to work with this a lot more. Set your heating iron up a little hotter. If you get this laminate, then you normally would use it. The foam can take it, and the laminate can take it. And we'll get these out, these wrinkles right here. I'm not worried too much about that. Yeah, I'm glad I stopped when I did, because that was not looking good right here. I look like my poor shit with that glue on there. I've got a little bit on there. Okay. And Nerk's got a video out. Good. Taking my time. Circular motions. So this laminate's a little different to work with, right? Because it's just stronger, thicker, and everything, right? It takes a little longer to do the whole process. I hope it stays on there. I really do. Normally, I don't put adhesive when I'm doing a competition rig. And I know it's going to peel off then. But I only need to survive for the weekend. So I'm like, okay, no big deal. Cut down on weight. You go all the way to the last bit of this. A little excess right there for my fingers. See? Boop. But I don't have to heat up, so I'm all good. All right, same thing. Go down this center spar. Nice long line. Get it all laid down. Again, just a little tension down there, just a little, just to help. I don't mean to put tension in it, more than just to aid and not to get rid of the wrinkles that form. Right. That's all I'm doing. So in the past, I used to really pull the crap out of this stuff and heat it down, right? And then Chris used to call it taco whatever. Oh, I missed a spot. Did I kink it? Crapzilla, I did. I kinked it. Oh, well, no big deal. I'll fix it. Oh, I didn't see that. Kinked it over a little bit. It's all right. Ain't nothing but a thing. And I don't like this spot right here. This spot right here is not looking too good. So I missed the corner right here, so I'm gonna have to add a little more when I go the other direction just to compensate for that. And it's fine. As long as it's not up on the top part of the frame, because I got to tape and everything. We're all good. All right. So I'm going to start trimming some of this excess off so I can start getting ready to round it. It looks good. It really does. It looks good, man. It looks really nice. Man, this thing's going to be a damn tank. All right, so I'm going to trim the excess. Make it a little easier for me to work with. I'm not going to go all the way up to the bay or the block. Make a cut. That'll be my template. Leave this naked. Okay, I don't need to overlap it because this is where my winglet's going to go, and I need it to touch. I want it to be on frame. Okay. Trim right here, same concept, except this time I use like right here where my finger is, one width, right? That's what I look for. Let's go for that. And then I'm in. Because I screwed up and cockeyed it, I'm gonna have to fix that. Get this out of the way. This is where my vert's gonna go, right here. There's a little slit. So I don't need to cut that. I'll cut it flush for here, and then I'll overlap it on the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna cut this right here. I'm gonna overlap from the top here and down, right here in this section. And I'll make sure I fine cut this area right here, trim it so I can get my vert in there. And again, this one will be flush. This one will go down. And there really isn't a, you can do it either way you want, so it doesn't matter. All right, so there's there. I don't like that. Okay, cool. All right, get this to the edge. Get ready to roll over. No fluting is needed. You know what that is? It's just putting cuts. You don't need to do that. Right here's the only spot. Not too worried about this. This whole section right here is going to get cut out eventually anyways. So I'm not too worried about that. All right. Pull it off. All right. Slide this off to the side for a moment. Now I got to start rounding it. Clear the space a little bit. there. Got trash cans everywhere. You need them, and I'll get to your messages in a minute. Let me just finish up what I'm doing. Get my helping hands. Not enough slack. You can see it now. Yep. So I prefer to sit down and do this because then I can maintain the edge and watch it and make sure it doesn't get screwed up. I don't like it so far off the edge, but this Drak's foam is really, it's so strong right now. All right, come on. Get the iron at the right setting. Take your time. It's your leading edge, after all. It's the first thing that touches the air. Make it smooth. You just keep working your way around. Get that glue on the lamp heated up so it actually does its job, right? That's what you're trying to get accomplished. That's another thing about the 90 versus the 77, right? And I was taught this by Click. That glue, the M90 actually handles heat way better than the 77. In other words, the molecular breakdown, okay, of the adhesive, it can handle much higher temps. So it's why so you're not breaking it down, basically, and making the adhesive pointless, because once you break the molecular structure down, it'll do what it's supposed to do, right? So there's the other method behind that, or madness behind that thought process, or whatever you want to call it. All right, I got it over. And now I'm just working it underneath, getting it to lay flat. Okay. Where it cools down a great bit. I want to get back in the bay. God damn it, I'm stepping on my damn cable like a moth. Crazy, man. Uh-oh. Am I getting the right one? I don't think I am. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Get over here. It's tape. Marty, if you're watching, bring this shipping tape back out. That's what I need. I mean, how do you know how this doesn't have it on there? Okay. Just making sure everything looks okay. He's got a little, some wavy laminate. But we're gonna get that out once we get it all done, right? So not worried about getting it fine-tuned quite yet. Just want to make sure that during my lamination process, each step, I put it back. This is what I do. Put it back in the bay, make sure everything's still true, everything's good. If I need to rip it off and do it right now, I need to do it now. If it's got any kind of warpage, I need to do it now. And again, the benefit of having the block from which it's cut. All right. Okay, we're just gonna move on then. Move on to the other. Well, no, wait, I gotta get it wrapped around the backside. Sorry, a little ahead of myself there. Set that right over there. Another thing about laminate is gotta keep that shit. Either keep it in a nice clean space or keep your space clean. Well, I gotta find a clean space for it. All right, laminate iron's a little tied up right now. Need to have like separate outlets for every freaking thing I have here tool wise. 1 foot apart. That way they don't get tangled up. That'd be awesome. But hey, I ain't gonna complain. All right, trailing edge, same thing. Let's get the heart out of the way. It's really hard to do this sometimes for me. I'm right-handed, so. Where's my helping hand? So now I got two hands over here. Ooh, get another one right here. Get one right here. See the beauty of these now? See how much, go spend 10, 15 bucks and go get a set on Amazon. And, you know, as much as I want it, I do not want to shill Amazon or go to somewhere and buy them. You'll be happy that you have them if you're into wing building or if you build wings. And, you know, I just came across them here at the shop. Marty had a cornhole thing like they do down here in the South. And I was like, oh, I'm going to try that one day. All right, this is what I was afraid of. Come on. You can tell right now, I do not need a lot of laminate in here. The other side is not going to completely overlap. It's thick, thick. I do not like that edge. All right. Let's run along there, make sure all that's heated up nice and good. That tip right there is going to have to get worked on. All right. All right, got my razor blade out. Do some trimming. And a butter knife, whatever you want to call it. It's still sharp. I'm getting the excess off, that's all I'm doing. Come on. Fucking butter knife. Where's the, there it is. What the hell? Oh, I remember now. I need to go pick up razors today. So I'm out. It's gonna be fun. Shut up, Rue. It's like one spot on my razor blade that's still sharp as hell. But I gotta get to that spot. And that's the problem. Come on. Come on, piece of shiza. All right, good. My edge over here is good. Okay. One piece, 1/4 of it done. Let's get this all secured back up. All right. Have that down? I thought I had that down. Turn that off. So I'm making a little adjustment. Good. All right, next one. Oh, so tight. Oh, so close. Can you do it? If you can get away with it. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Save this for repair. All right, save that piece for repairs, touch-ups. Let's get a fresh sheet in here. Are you fucking kidding me? There we go. All right. All right, before I do that, I'm going to go check messages and see what you guys are saying. Get ready for the next one. We're just going to keep moving along, too. So let me go see if you have any questions, comments, or statements. Just let me line this up real quick. Boom. Bam. All right, where are we at here? Well, we got some messages, and we got 4 people watching, so that's better than nothing. Gorilla Glue has come out with a great adhesive spray. Works like a charm. Like I said, I'm going to have to try that. How's the bonding? I tried without spray. I could peel it off pretty easy. Same foam. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm kind of worried about, right? So we're going to find out. Was just going through some old Turtle Brown clips, laminating that. He no longer uploads clips and caught a glimpse of his face. Yeah, Turtle and our friends. I still talk to Turtle from time to time. Yeah, no, we're not the same. But Turtle and I go way back. And, you know, I've stayed at his house a number of times. We did a number of videos together. And I don't like, you know, he's got reasons why he doesn't fly right now. I think he does other kind of flying, but that's, you know, his life. And I never talk about personal friends, businesses on air. So he's doing fine. He's into other things as well. So, yeah, man. But no, we're not the same, but we do fly very similarly, I guess we should say, right? Turtle used to be a quad guy. I mean, that's known. He was a quad guy before he went to Wings. He got into Wings after I got back into Wings. And then we met at a couple events, early days. I didn't even say anything. I wish I was. I know. I said it to do that very thing. Just get your goat. Talking about Rue when I said, shut up, Rue. I'm going to do a little tighter this time to save me a cut. I want to see if I can actually use the other piece on the other side. More of a initial wasn't quite a rough cut. It was more of a tighter cut this time. Okay, flush here. Make sure you're pressed up. Like I said, it's about your fingertip. On the back. All right. Flush here. Tab. All right. Flush right here. Tab. Where's the tab at? There it is. Good. And could notch this out right away so I don't have to screw with it later. Come on. There we go. Good. Okay, I need a little bit of tape. All right, I'm gonna have to spin it around because again, I'm right-handed, and to do this, I do better this way. So it's gonna be awkward. The table never accepts this angle; it prefers the other way because I have all my shit everywhere. Clean this out. Yeah, we're done with all these tools. I don't need them anymore. All right, I'm gonna go all out this time. Let's see if I can get all the way to the edge. All right, let's see what we do this time. I'm gonna go after this time. All right. All right, concentrating. Sorry. You can fire away. I'm looking at messages now. I'm close to the computer. I can read them. Take a little break here for a sec. Let me write. Let's see what you wrote. Only seen lower half of a face. Well, you got to look right down here. There's another little window right there. Hey, don't mess it up, man. Hey, easy there, Sticks Mix. I'm confident you will do a great job on that wing. Well, thank you. Bleaks, hope whatever's keeping him sidetracked works out and you can get to fly again sometime. In fact, we'd love to see you both fly together, or at least the clips from it. There's one video. I'll have to pull it up when I take a break here in a minute that I did with him. He's driving his he had a buggy, right? He had one of those buggies that he tricked out, and I did a whole video with it back in 2000, I want to say 17, probably when it was. It's been a while. Yeah, those were good times back then. Man, I hope this stuff stays on. I'm worried about you. The statement you made too. Like, I'm worried about about peeling off. Really am. So I'm really trying to get it on here good. All right, I'm gonna pull it out of its shell. Oh, my pants are not fitting today. I ate too many goddamn cookies for my birthday. I can't complain about getting fat if I'm eating cookies and goddamn it. So that's got to stop here soon. Shelby's got to go on a diet. All right. Where are we at here? Take this over here. Oh, hey. Oh, man. It's like liquid gold up in here. This is like just straight up gold. Oh, man, I flicked it. Metal motor mount. How this is on the ground right here is beyond me because I love these things and you can't really get them that much anymore. So, yay to me. Well, it looks like I found a nice little home. Yes. Boy, that just worked out. Kind of nice. All right, getting this nose all prepped. I'm not too worried about the nose because the nose is just going to get jacked. Just going to make it easy to work with, right? Right now it's being a pain in the ass. Like I said, this stuff's not as bendy, not as pliable. Man, is it strong. All right. Get my helping hands. So run this leading edge. Go down here, make sure I got it all. Making sure that leading edge isn't getting screwed up. All right. This stuff has got to stay. Oh, wrap around. All right, and I can tell right now it's going to go to commercial. So I got to go back over here. Cue Benny Hill song. What?
Last week, this guy
Stupid commercial.
never stole this package off my porch because this doorbell.
Let's see. Well. Okay. Keeping in mind my leading edge the entire process, right? It's always in the back of my mind. How's that leading edge looking? Are we screwed up? Is it messed up? And I'm going over everything again, making sure it's all nice and put together the way I need it to be. I'll make sure I change up the music. Seeing as there's an endless supply of copyright-free music on YouTube. But so tomorrow's playlist will be a little different. For those of you that are picky, Rue. Get back to yelling at your coworkers and telling them why you're pissed about something. Better yet, let them call into the show and express their grievances about you. All right, there's the corner. All right, good on that. Good there, good here. All right, now working that back end here. Okay, spin her around. You can hear it, right? It's turning into like a plank. I need that way out there. A little more. Oh. No. That was... How did I get that in there? Oh, Lord. Oh, well. Let's see if I can get it out. There's some like sawdust in there. How? I don't know. Yes, typical Shelby. All right. Again, just rounding it over, working my way over to the edge, and then slowly getting it over around multiple steps, right? Don't hang around on this edge either. Like, you got to be mindful. You don't want to warp that, right? That's where your elevons meet the frame, and you got to keep that nice and straight. So don't be sitting around here with having a picnic with your laminate iron on the spot. Just get it done. I hate that noise. Every time I hear that noise, I know I got a damn wrinkle. Hopefully I can get it out because I don't like that noise at all. You don't want to hear that crinkle. That crinkle is no good. I think I got rid of it. 4.5. That's a little high. We'll work with it. All right. Nice. So I just work out on these specs that the width is perfect for my laminate iron. So just slide it right down there like such. Getting around the bottom if I need to. All right. There we go. Got it out. Good. All right. You can hear it. Just listen to it. It's turning into like a drum. That's how crazy it's getting. Now, let me see what we got going on right here. What's your opinion on the rumors WRA is so said dead? I don't know if it's dead. That's a good question. I mean, I'll be honest with you. They were talking about, we'll just call it what it is. WRA had to shut down last year because of COVID, okay? Because of COVID, you can't really hold them accountable for that, right? This year came around and people are like, well, are we going to race again? And I think what people forgot was the association itself it's just like multi-GP. Chris Thomas isn't coming out to every race around the country for you to compete, right? What the idea is you set up your own league, you do it under the WRA, and then you keep going, and you just have recognized sanctioned races as long as you run the courses that are laid out. Like, everything's done. It's just a function of people wanting to do it and adhere to the rules and everything that were set forth that we did for 4 years almost, right? So we've done, and I'll say we, keep that in perspective. They, right? I had very little input in the very beginning, and I had some input the year I took off sitting on the board, right? But that got shut down as soon as COVID. Like, we only had a few meetings and things were going somewhere, and then boom, COVID, and that was it, right? And now they want to, people are wanting to race again, and they're kind of expecting the WRA to throw out a big race. Well, you got to remember, WRA is no longer funded by companies that were funding it, backing it. And, you start spinning your head and you're like, well, to run a big race, it costs money. You got to haul the gear out there. You got to pay for the gas. You got to pay for the place to stay for whoever's going to bring it out there. This stuff adds up, right? Don't expect everyone to show up with, $5,000 gate, plural too, mind you, gates, thousands of dollars, and with, for free. So what leads me to my point is, I don't think it's dead. What I think is it just needs to get jolted, and then everyone that's within the association, meaning members, need to get out there and make a race, and then just work with the WRA. Now, you got people like Tito and everybody else who are trying to make the Wing Racing League and make it another thing, I guess, which, I mean, why? Other than you just don't like spec class, I guess, and you want to, open it up to make it everything and everything. We've done this road, right? Like, it's hard to tell the new guys what you're going down is a path that isn't going to work. But I understand their frustrations at the same time, which are, hey, the association, let's get some races together. And the association saying, well, hey, remember, you guys are to run and make your own races, just like you do MultiGP. And I totally get them, and I back them on that, right? I don't think you need to start another association, and if you feel like you need to, then go ahead. It is a pain in the ass, right? It is so much work to do on the background to even get a really good functioning big race going on that I don't think a lot of people understand nor appreciate, right? It takes a lot for Ashton and those guys to do what they do, to put on an awesome wing racing events and have David Whidden fly in, and it's cost money, or do the international, or do the CFL, or do all that stuff. So if people want to really have wing racing and they support what the guys have done for so many years, just form a WRA, form a club, put it on the umbrella and keep going, right? I mean, hell, we even have a wing sim from David Whidden, which is our wing announcer guy, right? So I mean, I don't think branching off is the key either. I don't think going off and say, well, it's going to be wing racing league, and it's going to be for, I think it was worded like future technologies and opening it up more. Well, opening Spec up to more options, I guess, or something to that extent. I'm like, I kind of see where they're coming from. Those guys, which are, hey, we want things to change with rules, and we want Spec to be more open. Well, then it's not fucking Spec, it's open. It's literally in your statement, right? Let Spec be Spec. What Spec needs to be is more constrained, to be honest. It needs more restraint. It needs to be latched down more with an ESC mandate of what ESCs you can run, because they do change the outcome of all the motors that are sanctioned, right, that are specific. ESCs change how they perform. So, that's just my opinion. That's what I wanted to have happen when I was on the board, but that never happened. Like, we didn't get that far because COVID shut everything down, and I was only on the board for a year. I gave them a year of my time, said I wouldn't race, and then unfortunately COVID happened after I committed to that. 4 months after I committed already, I guess, for 3 months or something like that, when everything got shut down. So it was like, so there you go. Couldn't do anything. I don't know. I don't think everyone should start thinking it's dead. I just think pilots need to stand up and start making their own local clubs under the WRA and just do it. Like, just quit waiting. We used to, back in the day, just use trees and flags. Like, what the hell? Who gives a shit? Like, literally, nationals was that. It was flags and some trees. Like, we, the pilots, laid it out at nationals with ESPN, right? Because the organizers didn't put freaking any forethought into it, right? So we had to do it. We was us, all of us did come down with and that's what sparked WRA, by the way. That whole incident is what created the idea of forming a wing racing association that looked to the pilots for inspiration, motivation, to make the association what it eventually became, right? And that's the whole goal. And I think people are missing that. They're thinking, oh, you're not doing Spec because the way I want to do Spec, and it needs to be more open, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Sit on the board and make the rules. Or go off, make your own wing racing league and see how that gets you, because you're going to need a lot of money to back that up, okay? A lot of money was put in there by an individual to get the WRA to up and running. A lot of money was put into MultiGP by Chris Thomas to get it where it's at, right? He put a lot of his own money into that. Another person put a lot of money into WRA to get that going, right? There's my rant. That's the truth. I'll go wherever the races are. I've always said that since day one in Vegas, sitting with Alex and everybody else when we went to the first WRA race. I said, I don't give a shit who it is and what we're doing. Wherever the race is, I'm going. I'm going to go where the race is at. And that's my mission. But then when I saw it was floundering, and I would say floundering, when I saw that there was an opportunity to come in and maybe give some input, I tried. Now, whether everybody liked it, that's your own damn fault, okay? For whatever pissing contest you got with me, to be honest. You understand who I am, and what I'm trying to do in the background is actually for the benefit of all of you, not me. It's literally for all the pilots. And either the guys on the board that sat with me knew that's what my angle was. It's what I always said to them. My focus is on the pilot and the outcome of the pilot, and the focus is bringing it to the beginners and giving them an opportunity to have a fair chance. And I'm mainly speaking spec. Sport, I can give a shit about. You want to run it 4S, you want to open it, and you want to make it 6S, go knock yourself out. Because honestly, I don't give a shit. I'm probably not going to be in that pissing contest, because then it's just about money and your sponsors and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not all about that. I'm just not. I like spec because spec's about pilot. It's purely about pilot skill. It's not about, oh, I got to deal with such and such, and I got this great motor, and I got this blah, 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 and I've got this, I spent $80 on an ESC. I contacted them. They tweaked it out for me, and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not down with that. What I like to see is pilots everywhere, because I want to see the next pilot. I want to see other pilots come up where it's just natural talent. Okay, it's just natural skill running a line. I mean, honestly, the way it was supposed to be back in the early days, and I know I'm kind of ranting on this, but it's been a while since we've been on the show, and this has been a heavy topic, is the fact that I've always wanted spec to be like what Alex wanted it in the beginning, which is we all just had the exact same frame. And it could be a shitty frame with a shitty motor and a shitty ESC, right? But they were literally identical. Like, they were cut the same, they had the same components, and then that was it. Yes, you can argue the what ifs till the cows come home, which is, well, what if this one has a banding machine and it's the same as, oh, what the fuck ever. The bottom line is you're all running the same thing. And it's down to pilot skill. And that's all I keep looking at. I'm like, that's what I wanted. That's what I still want, right? But if that's not going to change, and you're not going to, mandate where like this T motor ESC sucks completely compared to an Emax 45 amp ESC, mind you, right? Both 40 rated for the spec motor. This one, horrible compared to that other ESC. And that's my point. If you're just going to let spec run spec, then fine, I'll do whatever. We'll go with it. I'm not on the board no more. My voice doesn't really matter. Fight fire with fire, basically. I've done this game in the soccer world. I know what I'm talking about. So fine, we'll do it that way. But don't give up on the WRA. There's a lot of things they have done. I think just pilots need to step up and start making their own local clubs or local spots. And you will find out if you do that, more people are going to come. Build it and they will come. Yes, it's true. If you organize and you get it together, believe me, people will come out of the woodwork and start wanting to race. Okay? But it's going to be someone that wants to take on that burden and that role and that responsibility and that time and just a lot of stuff. And then you might still want to race, and you can't. You try, but I promise you at the end of the day, you'll end up saying, I can't do both. Every single person that's directed a racing organization in drones, and I am one of them, has all had the same response. I cannot race and be a director. And if you say you can, you're full of crap. Because then you're just, if you are racing and you are organizing, you are giving up something. Either your skill as a pilot, as a racer is being compromised, or your skill as a director for an organization is being compromised. One of them is being compromised. So there you go. Don't give up on them. I think the other issue is, these guys, a lot of the guys are wanting to get KO sponsored for spec wings, right, as a recognized motor. Okay. That's between the association and however they do their business dealings. I'll be guilty of bringing this up when I probably shouldn't have months ago. All these motors need to go through a process to get approved by the board as a spec wing motor, right? It's just the way it is. Everybody has had to have done it that has wanted to be a part of that. And it needs to continue that way, right? It needs to continue that way. Letting this breathe for a little bit, by the way. We're just letting it breathe. That's why it's also a good time to do a little Q&A time. Go ahead. So there you go. Don't give up on it. It's worth staying with. It's not worth giving up on. Sticks. Don't believe the bullshit. BS, or is wing racing really dying out? I don't see it dying out, because when we go to I did a event, 3 weeks ago, won the spec, beat Tito and all them. There's a lot of interest. It's just, again, don't wait on everybody else. You be the pioneer. You be the one that pushes it forward, right? You got to bring it to the masses. Don't wait on anybody else. Okay, don't. The association's got to, everything laid out for you. You got to just find a leader to rally behind and to get it done. And then say your club, your local chapter grows, you know, to enough people, or you start creating a good couple of events each year or during, you know, whatever the season, it could generate some sponsors. I mean, see what I mean? You've got to do all this. Don't rely on the WRA to go do that. WRA is stuff like the International, if they end up doing it, or another big event at their facility, right? Their place where they're headquartered out of, you know, something to that extent, right? That's what you can look forward to. I always pretty much pitch them was, you know, keep the Commonwealth Games as the, you know, as like the finals, as the championship. And that's kind of weird because it's in the middle of the year, but, you know, make changes to make it that way. Something to that effect. All right, back to this. Hey, all. Super Spec. Sorry, back to that high staff. Back to, we're letting this breathe for just a minute, and I want to give it a little time before we move on. What's up, Jake? I bet Shelby has really crispy pants. I just came here for the elevator music. Well, you're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's copyright free, so, you know, what am I supposed to do? I agree with you. And I guess you're referring to this elevator music. There's my big brother right there. What does he have to say? What do you think it's going to take to make wing racing as popular as quad racing? You're going to have money behind it. You're going to just have to have money behind it. Here's the secret sauce for me, and I've said this on the show and everything else, and I'll go ahead and give it out because I really don't care to try to be the pioneer on this one. I just want to finish my days of doing all this racing and freestyling. You know, directing days and all that nonsense are over. If I get invited to one, to, you know, big races and continue to get those invites and stuff like that, I'll go. Or big opportunities to race, I'll go. Meaning like this. For instance, you get money by, like, you pitch it to NASCAR. Okay, they already use drones, quads, to go and chase the freaking race cars down the track. What you could do is, because races typically are over a weekend, right? They're not just a day, they're a race weekend. And there's a lot of people, now that COVID's fucking over with, thank God. All that mask crap, diapers on faces. You know, people are going out and wanting, especially NASCAR, they're definitely wanting, you know, they're attending. And so my thought process, well, on a weekend when they are not practicing or they're not running, and you go to a smaller course, and it doesn't have to, you know, it could be an oval, screw it. And then you run a race. You know, pilots show up for that day. It's going to be a Saturday, say, on the NASCAR race, something to that effect, some racing, you know, like that, and race their track. Race their track. You know, if it's an oval, then you race it. Do 50 laps. Just do like they do. They got they got a, you know, a track with an infield race area, which most of them do. You know, they multi-purpose their facilities. Then you can allocate and say, hey, you know, we just needed this part right here, and you can blast it on the Jumbotron, and people can watch. And if you've ever gone to a wing race and you heard them, it makes a cool noise. They're loud, just like, you know, not as loud as the NASCARs or, you know, race cars, but they're loud. And you get 6S and you're going sport class, and you can really attract some attention. But I think you understand what I'm getting at, right? You need venue and you need money. You got to have people that back it, because you got to have someone who hauls the gear, pays for the talent, not necessarily the pilots, but your announcer, the guys who are behind this. That's the talent I'm talking about. The guys who are going to come and run all the, you know, the timing system, the announcing, the leaderboard, all that stuff, right? That talent needs to be paid and compensated to come out and do it, right? And then you need to get coverage, like media coverage, right? So all those things are doable. It's a function of getting it done, right? And like I said, you have to have a team. I've always believed in this, that rally behind one person, that one person calls on everybody's talent to make them all one whole team, right? That's kind of how it works. So you got to have a rallying person you rally behind that's going to motivate and push forward the organization. But everybody that sits at that board all brings a skill and a asset to the table that person doesn't have, right? And collectively they can move the association together, right? That's the only way it's going to get done. Know this for a number of reasons. One, I've been in the industry for so long, and I've seen from the ground up how MultiGP and at that time, other competing racing organizations were going at it, because I was right in the middle of it. And also my soccer background, being a director, and my college. I mean, that was my degree, it was sports management. So it's the only way they're going to be able to do it. Till that happens, it's going to be relying on the generosity of everybody else that shows up and wants to show up to events. If you want to go to an event, they're going to start wanting you to help volunteer setting up and tearing down, and you might be paying for that event, paying to also volunteer to set up and tear down. And it's kind of unwritten rule that that's what you do. Do I do it all the time? Hell no, I don't. I'll be honest. Call it what it is. I'm there to race. I get in that mindset, I get competitive, and I just want to race. But they do need help. I remember going to IO and helping and carrying all those damn gates, putting them up, tearing them down, and racing. And I think that was the year I lost. But either way, it's going to require people to help. It's the only way it's going to get done. And if other people want to start another association, you're going to come with the same obstacles. But those guys are going to even come in more obstacles, because they got to learn how to do everything that the guys have done for almost 4 years now. Right? Has it been 4 years? 2017? Yeah, it's been 4 years now. I can't believe it's been that long, but it is. Let me read messages again here real quick. Get me sidetracked. Turn this into show. We're trying to get some wing racing going in the UK Spec. Should be Spec. Yes, it should be. Well, I don't know about the UK Spec. Should be the Spec. But again, if you're going to fall under the WRA, there's guidelines. They're very easy. It's very simple how to do these guidelines, right? Very simple. Just fucking do them. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Don't try to go and do anything different. Just follow the already written rules, and that's it. That's all you got to do. Okay? It's all you got to do. Not be like, well, I don't like that. No, well, if you don't like that, okay, here's a thought. Get on the board. That's what I want to say to everybody. If you don't like that, get on the board, make the change. Just kind of like, you don't like the government, go out there, vote, or go out there and run for office and make the change. Right? Do it. Okay? Yelling and screaming and snotting about the fact that it's just not right because you don't have this or that in Spec. I get sick of that. I'll be honest, it's a real grating on my nerves kind of thing. I'm like, there's been a lot of effort put into Spec. It's not just some horse crap idea that we just tossed around. This went on for years to come to the point where we're at with Spec wings. And Spec wings, again, I've already told you why I love them, why I will keep continuing to fight for them. We had a handful of guys when we started up, now up to 11, doing it another 7 from other clubs. Yeah, and that's what happens when you just start with a couple and then more, and you post social medias. I'm not necessarily you have to do all that because social media can be such a. But you got to broadcast, you got to advertise that you're actually even doing this. And if you got hobby stores, and you advertise to them, and you say, hey, I'm putting on what's called an FPV wing race, and here's the association that we're using. This is a track we're running. You can print all this stuff out and give it to the owner and say, can you help promote it to your, customers? And they will help. Why will they help? Well, if you pitch them and say, it's a good opportunity for you, you can get some more revenue. They're going to want to buy equipment. Oh, what kind of equipment? Well, these are the kind of motors that we run. T-motor motors, we run Emax motors, blah, blah, blah. Guess what they're going to do? They'll start stocking up just a little bit, but that's revenue for them. See how it works? You got to do that kind of stuff. You got to do that kind of stuff. It's the only way to get it to build. What's my boy Rue got to say, other than he should be working on someone's car? Wing racing would take off because spectators can actually see what's going on in a race. People spectate Shelby all the time when we're out flying. No one really looks at me flying a quadcopter. It's because I'm also handsome. I'm just saying. You didn't see that because I have my thing up. It's just like, let's see. I know, stupid, right? But either way, he's right. I say it all over and over, and I'm going to do it again, but this 2016 Nationals is the prime example. New York, quads go up, Governor's Island, lots of damn tourists, plus all the attendees and everybody, sponsors and ESPN and everybody. So there's a ton of people, right? Quads go up, no one would be around. There'd be very few people would be sitting around audience-wise to watch. As soon as wings got up in the air, holy hell, If there was any green spot around, I didn't see it because the people were just coming out like ants out of a hill, and then sitting on, and they didn't know where to sit, right? So just kind of sitting anywhere that was grassy, and it was filled up, right? So as a spectator sport, that's why I say NASCAR, those people are going to love it. The more exposure you can get, but this racing in front of other faces, the more opportunity you're going to have to get VC or venture capitalist money, get people to want to invest and put some money in. It's the same thing with DRL. DRL started because the owner of the Dolphins dumped money into them. That was their catalyst that pushed them up, because now they have the venue and they have the money to make it happen. It's the only thing that's holding back. The only thing that's holding back for as far as wing racing. What else we got written up here? Show wing racing and it will grow. There you go, exactly. Rue says, Bleak says, Rue flying at low part. I've noticed the opposite. No one cares much about wing or plane flying, but fly quad and everyone wants to walk out and chat. I guess you must be flying at a playground or something. I guess because it's drones, they're always in the news, but always it's DJI. Most folks have no idea about racing quads. It's just how nimble they are. I just know out of my experience, if you see a wing, more people stop. They see a quad, they're going to stop too. I mean, there's no doubt about it, right? The actuality of it all is they see anything like that flying that's going to grab a human's attention, and they're going to go, WTF, right? But put it this way, if you had two quads going at it and I had two wings going at it, I promise you the two wings are going to gain the attention. The two quads, not so much. But either way, all right, we let this breathe. We've talked about that long enough. Probably long enough where we'll circulate around to other ears, and then I'll get some nope. But I'll still show up your race. No holds barred, right? You just got to know who I am, where my angle is, right? And my angle is just I want everybody to be able to compete on a fair stage. And if sport is the pissing contest for everybody, then so be it. Let sport be that. And then just leave Spec alone. And opposed to fighting with the WRA, I would say let's work with the WRA. All right, that's what I think. The sooner that happens, the better off we all will be. Because when it's going and it's clicking, I'm telling you, the WRA is clicking and events popping off and they're racing, it's the best. It's just the best. All right, same thing as we did before. But now we're just going to switch it up a little bit. New messages. Oh, I need to take a quick potty break. It is that time. I need to take a bathroom break. Let me read these. Totally agree. Ortlep was agreeing with Bleaks that he totally agrees. To lump all of us into the consumer drones making waves is BS. I think, as far as DJI FPV system drone setup, I don't know about all that thing. Need a little more llama to create the drama. By the way, that bald spot is sexy, right? It's coming in, Corey. I'm getting old, man. What the fuck? God damn it. Sucks, right? I saw the other day when I went to, the other week when I went to the barber to get my hair cut, and I was like, you know how they usually go in the back and they show you, all right, here's how it is in the back. And I'm like, she kind of tilted up a little more. I'm like, whoa, what the hell is that? Oh, man. It's migrating. It's doing its thing. When you hit in your 40s, your hair migrates from here and transfers to your back. I don't know why, but it just does. Need a little more llama, right? By the way, I'm learning a lot. Just studying how you're going about laminating, looking at doing my first lamb job shortly to try and preserve my poor old OG dart. Nice. Yeah, I mean, all these principles and techniques that I'm using, you can use on any frame. It really is. The same stuff applies. All right, so let me do. Give me my usual. Hey, I've been on for hour and a half. Let me have my 10 minute. Let me have my couple minute break real quick. I do need to use the restroom. I'm just gonna leave everything running. I'm not gonna shut it down or anything like that. I could put a little timer up so everyone doesn't have, you know, get an idea when I come back. I'll put just a little timer up. Let's see if I can't find it. Okay, let me go over here and see if I don't crash this system. I shouldn't. Oh, there it is. So I'm going to shrink this, go like that, go here, go there. Not 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes, 30 seconds. All right, let's start it now. All right, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna need to go to the bathroom and get some of my soda and whatnot. Need to put "be right back" or something like that. Right? Take my mic off. See all this I do for you guys. Where's Mogi at? I gotta make sure Mogi's here. Well, we're back. Find this. Where's that? Okay. Check messages. Unlike Ed Recker, I like to engage with my audience. Bets on whether he'll make it back on time. I guess you lost, then, huh? We should have placed that wager. Predictably unpredictable. Isn't that how it goes, Rue? All right, so back to this. Grab the lamb. It's nice and hot. Oh, put this down here. I'm definitely not going to be able to use that, so then use this as a backup now. Okie-dokie. Excuse me. All right, a little laminate maintenance needed. All right, got plenty of laminate. Just a little cockeyed, but it is what it is. Open hands. Being bagged here. This straight edge right here, which is the bottom part of the laminate. Use it. One cut you don't have to make. Okay, good. We got 9 seconds remaining. Let's skip that one. Oh, I'll put it up because you typed it. We'll highlight it. Your laminate sounds way thicker than the stuff I can get. Yes, correct. It is. This is what Chris sends out. So he's been sending this out with his kits lately. It's super strong laminate. Like, ain't no joke. It's definitely 5 mil. All right, got my edge right there. Yeah. Make some cuts. Again, a slight overlap. That's all we need. Flush. Yeah, because we gotta. To the edge of your. Oh, don't bump it. Good. All right. For the time being, we'll stick that over there. Another piece of tape. Heat it up. Yeah, getting it to where it's all clear. Right, get all that glue nice and hot. Stuff's thick enough it's in the hand behind it. It takes a little while for it to get heated up. Make sure I got my line all right. Okay. Looks. That's what I was missing. All right, glue's. Everything's set. All right. Starting right here. A little tension, not much. A little happy cloud right here. You know, I think that happy cloud needs a happy mountain over there. So I'm going to mix some emerald green with a little bit of pearl white and a splash of gold. You know, put a little mountain edge over here. Doesn't that look nice? Remember Bob? Remember that? You guys are probably not old enough to remember watching him do paintings. Maybe you are. Some of you are like, what the hell is he talking about? All right. Circles. Little tension, not much. Still a little. Okay, get that tip all the way there. Get all that nice and sealed up. Anytime you hear that crinkle, that means no. It means you did something absolutely piss poor. Okay. Okay. I want to get to the point where I show you how to get all the wrinkles out. I like getting the wrinkles out. Yep, that glue in there is going to disappear. Well, some of it did. We'll get to that in a minute. Nice. Okay. Take it out. Set that aside for a moment. Back down here and around the edge. And once I'm done with this, I am going to put, once we're completely done, put another sorry, I'm cutting the nose, so it will work with me. Put another 1.5 inch or so, or whatever it is, top to bottom over leading edge piece of this laminate, right? So now it'd be strong. Like, instead of having to use tape, you can do this. Just do the laminate. You can do it one more time if you want to get really nuts, and then you'll have a super duper strong leading edge. So that's what this one's going to get today. It's coming together nicely. So you have to be careful when you're applying all this pressure that you're not warping the wing. So I'm kind of, I'm pushing a little bit down on my arm, I'm also pushing up on here, right? So I can counter that. Just want to make sure it's not getting bowed. Ow. That hurt. You can already hear it. All right. Come back over here on the top, flipping it over to assess the rollover here. How well did it meet up and seam up? Looks like it did pretty well. Touch it up in a minute. The heat. All right. Oh, I forgot my damn cuts up there. Shit. Forgot about this. Sorry. Okay. Right there. All right, trailing edge. This one has got shit all over it. Is that shit in there too? It's being a little uncooperative right at the moment. All right. So there's a little overhang. Just gonna go ahead and razor blade that off right now. I'll be prepped for elevons down the road. Trying to get the last little bits off. Come on. Being a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. Let's go around it. Let's cut that later. Looks good. Looks really good. All right. Nice and straight. This is the one I was worried about too. That's what I was looking at right here. Good. All right. Moving on. Give me that. Yeah, this one. Used the wrong one last time. Should be all right. Oh wait, no, I had it right. I had it right. I had it right. Okay. Oh, didn't want that. Okay, laminate. Plenty left over. This one's going to have a little bit of an overlap for sure. All right. Overlap center here just a little bit. Back trailing edge is fine where I want it. Up to the front now of the block. Find that sweet spot in my. Okay. Tack it right here this time. Spin her around because I am right-handed. The bay is action up. Glad we're to the end of the lamination process. This is the last piece. Absolute pain in the ass right now. Bay is really getting to me. Clear packing tape. That's all I need for this. All right, here we go. All right, just getting it clear again. Do this with all your laminate, by the way. Don't just do it with this stuff. All your laminate that you use, always heat it up before you put it on. Do not heat it up after you've ironed it on. I mean, you can't, there's steps, right? This, then iron, and then you can go back and I'll show you how you get the wrinkles out. But this is the way. I have a feeling about that. It's got to go on just like that. All right. That's a little hot. Okay. Down that center spar right there. A little bit of tension. Nice, one good sweep. All right. Come back here. Work from the center towards the front. Just a little bit of tension on it. Not much. Just a little. Oh, I didn't cut that. Such a freaking idiot. I thought I had that straight edged. There we go. Problem solved. Same thing, coming back the other way. Center from the spar back. It's looking good. You can already feel how strong this thing is. Strong with the force. One with the force. All right. Now, there's going to be a lot of things that are going to change because I'm going to cut this stuff out, right? And then I'm going to put another piece of laminate on here. You could have put all these bays in and then lammed it. It's up to you. This is the ass backwards way of doing shit, then so be it. Just take the tips and run with them, which is how to laminate right. Biggest thing is definitely heat it up first. And I had to learn that myself. I thought I knew. I didn't know. When you reach for something fun with a tail and a fly, it's not a pure way. What kind of coin do you grab? Is this a riddle? I'm not good with riddles. All right. Back to the last bit of cutting and rolling it over. We're done with the bays. Don't want to throw them away though, because I need them for later. Shit. There we go. Nice bits of cuts here. Just cut the nose so I can work with it. Again, the nose is going to get cut off, so I don't really care. Bean bags help support it, keep everything nice and straight. Slowly working it around the leading edge. So theoretically, now I have 10 mil. It's already freaking strong. And once I put another one on here, another strip on the leading edge, I'll have 15 mil laminate covering my leading edge in theory. All right, and that's strong. Looks really, really, really good. I'll show you guys here in a minute. All right, let's do the other side now. Cut my come on. All right, trailing edge. Shit, still got in there. You pecker. All right, same thing as the leading edge. Work your way over and just don't hang around here too long. So you don't want to mess up this beveled, bezeled, whatever edge. Okay. Where is my razor blade? Dull as it is, but it's down to its last couple cuts. I'll look for it in a minute. Oh, there it is. Trim the excess off. There we go, much better cut. Round just to make sure. I have to trim it again later, I shall. Come on. Connect, you two. These two don't want to cooperate for whatever reason. That's the last place I want you guys to be fighting. Come on. Not where we're going to put the olive on. I have to sit here for a little while and figure it out later. Okay. Okay. Just checking it over. Make sure the rollover here actually went. Nice. Do you hear it? I'm just banging against it now. So now we got a strong, strong frame. Okay, so what you're going to see is, let's see if I can show you. There you go. See all that? Weatherman. Right here, see all these like little waves inside the gaps? Here's how you get rid of them. Now, I do not recommend everybody do this, okay? But as you become more familiar and comfortable with your gear and your equipment, especially when working with your heat gun, right? You'll be able to do this stuff right here. You got to know how to work it though, right? Because this method right here will warp your wing quick. We're just going to heat up the laminate, get it to resettle again, and they'll get rid of all that. Again, you got to know your gun, right? You don't. You want to make sure you're at an angle so the air can bounce off, right? Don't be straight on it. Go with the air, come on, bounce out. You got to work with it. As soon as it starts to move, get off of it. As soon as the laminate starts to move, because it'll start to move, right? It starts to kind of reshape itself, move on, because that means you're done. All right, so I don't know if you remember. Hold on, I'm in the spot. Okay. Oh man, this is like glass. All right, I don't know if you can see it now. Let's see if I can get it to reflect. It's only two of you, but yeah, you two get the benefit and see what I'm talking about. Now look at it. See? Like glass. We'll get the bottom because it's kind of doing an optical illusion. You're getting some reflections off the bottom. Okay, the bottom's doing the same thing. Getting that. So you can see it there. I'm reflecting it with the light, my overhead light on my laminate. See all those little dimples and waves? We're on this side. We got rid of all that. You just do the same thing again right here. Okay. Just got to work with your heat gun. Know how hot it gets on foam. Test it on foam and laminate first on a block or some leftover or an old frame. Maybe repair a frame, see how you can do it, right? Again, once the laminate moves, starts to move at all, get off of that spot. You come back if you need to. Just don't stay there, right? It might just move a little bit. Move on and come back to it in a minute. It might just relax and go into the shape you need to. Don't sit there and force it. It's a weird skill to try to teach somebody unless you're right here in front of me and watching in person. This laminate really does well to this method. Like, it likes it. Again, it can take a lot of heat. In the spot. Okay, that's it. See? It's nice and glass-like. And that's what you see. All right. That's what you want. Bad side. It's got all the wrinkles. You can just see it in the reflection. See? Got all the wrinkles everywhere and all that. Versus the side that's done. It's like a mirror. You can see that my damn shop light's a lot easier. Let's do it again over here. As soon as the laminate moves, I move on to another spot. And 9 times out of 10, the laminate, when I come back to that spot, will have settled where I want it to be, which is nice and smooth. And I'm good to go. If you get this RiteWing laminate, it takes more heat than, say, probably the laminate that you've been using. You can kind of hang on the spot just a little bit longer, second, maybe two, than you normally would. Move it around, make sure you're not getting an optical illusion of some sort. And that tends to happen from time to time. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's money right there. Base tightened up here, so everything just tightens up. All right. So get the bay out. And now we're back to a nice. That's what you want. It'll settle. You'll do this maybe a couple times if you really want to get into it, right? And you can work it with your bean bags, right? All right, I'm going to touch up right here real quick and put the bean bag on it this time. Just a little bit of pressure. Just trying to get that foam to sit down on that or attached to the laminate. Oh, yeah. That's good. Very nice. So it literally is like a drum. I mean, man, I'm telling you what, when I cannot describe how stiff this damn thing is. Like, I'm trying to put any twist in there, and I cannot do that. So, leading edge looks really, really solid. Looks straight to me. Checking it out. Looks straight to me. Looks like maybe I'll have a tick of trim. Pulling down. What would that be? So it'd be the other way. So I would lift, and therefore I need a tick right. Maybe one or two ticks right would probably be good. Yeah, dude, it does, isn't it? Okay, and I haven't even put what I want to put, which is one more, which I'm probably going to do right now anyways. I need to do it, get it over with. I don't want to stop. Once I'm done with laminating, I don't want to go back. I just want to be done with it. So if I have to take another extra 5 or so minutes and then put a leading edge, okay, and I'm talking like about yay big, not even that big, probably be less than that. So basically just spar to spar almost, which technically is that length. So There we go. I'm sure I cut it off, so I have 2 of them. Cut myself a little reference cut here. Sorry, I'm off camera. Just a reference cut for later for the other side. Cool. Same thing as before. So I'm using leading edge spar as my guide. Oh, where's my tape? Definitely need my tape now. Okay. This, instead of using the reinforced packing tape, okay, which I do love the hell out of, I'm going to do Jack Cooper's method, LAG. Just reinforce the leading edge with another layer of it, especially when you have good laminate like this. Just do it with this. These leading edges will last a long time. All right. Trade-off with using that reinforced packing tape, unless you laminate over top of it, and even then, the UV rays will eventually get to it and make it very brittle. It's the only downfall. But either way, don't not get it. You better get it. You better have it in your arsenal. Okay, where's my helping hands? There you are, bud. Scuba weight. Scuba weight. If you're only going to get one, I don't want bean bags, Shelby. Then just get a scuba weight. You'll be glad you at least got one. All right, this is just leading edge reinforcement. That's all this is. Oh, I got to turn that on. That would really help, right? Give that a minute. There's 2 of you sticking around, so I'll just keep going like I have 20 of you, which we almost had the other day. Now, I'm just curious. Oh, you were asking earlier, what do I grab? I grab my mini Drak or I grab my Spec wing. Those are the 2 that I go and fly with every day. A-tails myself. I haven't done an A-tail. Talking about V-tail. You can see them and the difference, how it sounds after. And then that sounds tight and nice. Given everything to heat up, I gotta wait for my iron to heat up again real quick. Let's grab something fast on. Let's see. Keep tripping over this wire. I'm gonna have to get my soundboard all hooked up. This is crazy. What's up? All right, I can put this back. All right, leading edge. Here we go. Crank up the heat just a smidge. Same as we did before. Okay, same exact way. Back down here low, see what I can get to. All right, we're doing leading edge again for reinforcement. That's what we're doing. So I have now committed to making this frame a freestyle rig. That's its destiny. I can feel it already. If I can drag this thing to Colorado and somehow extract HD footage, that is what is going to happen. We got some bridges to cross first. I would love to get DJI on here, or at least the FPV system or something to that effect. to get HD out of here. But we got testing to go before it makes its way to fly the skies of Colorado back home. Okay. Oh yeah, man, that's gonna be a freaking tank. Uncooperative. Okay. Cut the excess off here on the nose to make it easy to work with. Again, the nose is going to get cut off. All right. Flip it over. Holy hell. Okay. That's just out there. Damn, Spec wing. Start banging shit around and wrecking the shop. Oh yeah, man. That is so freaking straight. Now hear that. It's me flicking the leading edge. That's what you want. Okay. Now this thing can take a beating. You know, if I want to get really stupid, I could put one more, make it 20 mil, right? But I'm not going to do that because then I'm really inducing a lot of weight. And you're having to screw with a lot of crap back here. I mean, I'm already now going to have to probably work the motor back a little bit more than normal. Then I got one more leading edge to do, and then let's see. All right. It's all jacked up. I had to cut, but there it is. I already have the cut made. Okay. I changed. Let me check. Something happened. I'll read the texts here. We got messages going on. Hold on. Sorry. Let me check. We got. You'll be doing Elevons another night. Yeah, correct. Won't be doing those tonight. Curious as to how you go about connecting them. Z hinges. Well, I'll show you how to do that. We're going to go from beginning to end, and then eventually you guys are going to see HD footage. I'll do a full release video on it. So those of you who keep checking in daily on this build, the fruits of all of our labor and watching me painstakingly put this together will be rewarded with a nice HD freestyle video from me. The last wing I made, I used fiberglass and resin to make it strong. Yeah, people do use fiberglass and resin a lot. I know a number of guys that do. I just prefer not to. It's a pain in the ass, a lot of mess, you know. But it does make it strong as hell. That's been 10 years ago, and I believe my friend still has it. Yep, they'll last. It's more weight too. Nice. How does the weight compare to laminate? And is it easy to repair after an unscheduled landing? Correct. That's some point I would have. It's pretty light, especially if you use carbon fiber. Okay. I don't glass the whole wing. Most people don't. Flicking leading edge sounds like wood now. Yep, sure does, doesn't it? Let's see. And key is to use light ozo cloth. It's outside my wheelhouse. I thought there was a different kind of resin. Blah blah blah. Oh, that's make one. Okay. There are a couple guys that I know over the years have used fiberglass. And I'm okay with the way I'm doing it. You know, like I said, I am not a master builder by any means. I just have some tips and tricks, the things that I've learned over time that I use to build my wings. And use them if you will. Discard them if you will. It doesn't matter. But at least you know. This is how I do it. Okay. Let's check how we're doing on this. Might be a little big, but we're going to trim the fat, as they say, here in a minute. This side this way. Okay, lining it up. I know this is the different. I know I'd be getting slammed, so I got to change back to elevator music. I know I have to. I know I have to. Because one's copyright free and the other one's not. Yeah, so we keep going. All right, back to elevator music. Yeah, thanks, Shelby. Oh, what the hell did that come from? Must have hit something. Oh, that went freaking tit south. All right, cool. Back to this. Oh, no. That's got to come off. How the hell did that get on there? Got a little spot of glue that somehow managed to get on my laminate. It's a nightmare when you're starting to work with iron. How the hell did that happen? Got a spider web on here. I must have hit it with my heating iron somewhere and just spread it all over. All right, get it all lined up. Tip off. Working my way around. A little tension. much. Okay. That's what I thought. We're a little long right here. Let's make this more manageable. Cut the part I don't need. Cool. We're going to cut about half an inch off, so give or take. Oh, let's just do this. If it texted me, it's for a reason. Yeah. Good. Good. Got a little part right here. Right there at the end, the last little bit wants to fuck with me. You ain't doing that, son. We ain't gone this far, and you're going to start wrinkling on me. I will rip you off and put you in one in your place. Laminate was trying to get stupid on me and wanting a wrinkle. There we go. Okay. Okay, get rid of all this excess. Get my razor blade out. This is done. Here. Come on. Wrap it around, rappy poo. Take one more look. So we got some messages up here. I'm sure I'm seeing them already. Let's see. Let you guys look at this real quick while I'm letting it cool down for a sec. I'm gonna read some texts, read some messages. Let's see. It says most fiberglass resin can be used with fiberglass cloth and carbon fiber. He continues to write, there is a different resin depending on how fast you want it to cure. Right? Just like with glue. I just normally buy the big can of Bondo fiberglass resin that you get from auto parts store. Right? So you're learning some stuff today. They're having a bromance here. Does it affect foam? No, it shouldn't affect foam. I've seen fiberglass on foam. Nope, that's how the surface makes the surface boards. But I mostly get my wings 3D printed. So yeah, I'm not down with that. So that's, you guys are in your own category with that. I do composite work for a living, and when you make a plug, most people use the styrofoam from Lowe's to make their plugs from AKA Patterns. There we go. I'm only a few years into the hobby and still learning to randomly. Didn't grab that one. You know, the good thing is that if I crash, I just have to print another for 3 days, right? I just don't like them because they just don't look structurally sound. Like, they're cool. I love the idea and the concept, but they look like they're going to break. Super. This is not going to break compared to that. Any of the ones I'd seen in person that our buddy Kyle, he cut prints. I'm like, man, shit ain't going to last. So checking it over again, letting all the laminate relax, do it, changing to the temperature in here and adjusting, and seeing if any of the laminate starts to do anything stupid, right? That would require more attention. Not spraying adhesive on here, okay? We're gonna see how it pans out, right? It might be a serious downfall to it. It really might be. But I definitely saved on a lot of weight, to be honest. And going forward, I'm going to try that that grill. I'm going to go check it out. But the main thing is, you guys got to understand that it's all about that laminate iron. Okay, that laminate iron breaks down the adhesive qualities of at least between M77 and the M390. Right, the 77. Use your laminate iron. It breaks it down. Right, it doesn't make it sticky. It just kills the adhesive. So just keep that in mind. I'm happy with it. Everything's straight. No warpage, no twist. Actually, didn't check the twist. Nope, no twist. Yep. Everything's great. Good to go. Now the process, let me check my trailing edges. I didn't really check that in the back. Check that again. Good. 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 Oh man, this thing's solid. Just amazing. It's simply amazing when you build one of these Drak ones. It's just, it's crazy. Super strong. Good to go. I won't keep babbling about it. So that's where we sit with the build right now. So next step is put bay covers. You know, I'll get all the intricate parts put in. We got to do, I'll give you like a dry fit. Let's take a look at what it's going to look like. Grab some bits. How the hell am I missing one of these already? There you go. Actually, I don't need both. Just need two. Grab these two. It's bottom and bottom, and these are top then. So I'm not putting these on till the end, right? Because we got a lot of stuff to do yet, like putting electronics in and whatnot, and I don't want to be dealing with my verts in my frame. So we'll nail these down nice and straight. And the key is to get these nice, perfectly straight, right? And you got some of oh damn, freaking commercial. I thought I heard you. And then you have your fences right here. Got one on each side. And they just go in right there. Let's kind of push it in. Well, I won't push it in right now. We go right there, and then you get the duplicate on the bottom of these two right here. And then, boom. We're getting there. We are definitely getting there. Each day, just a little bit closer. And then we got to do elevons, right? And elevons are a whole nother, definitely, task, right? That's the last big tasks ahead of us are elevons and then electronics. That's really it. Okay, so that's it. I don't really have much more to show you today for show and tell. I already showed and told yesterday, which was the IX20. Let me keep reading these comments before we start wrapping things up. I've had 3D wing that crashed 4 times, 3D printed wing that crashed 4 times, never broke a wing. It's pretty cool. It's impressive. The way I fly, must be TPA or something. It's flexy. The way I fly and where I fly, I need strength with foam. Otherwise, I couldn't afford to fly. I'm here with you, man. Smooth like a mirror. That's right. It's gonna make it fly amazing. Each to their own. I just never had problems with that. They break each their own. Yeah, I mean, each their own. I'm not digging on it at all. You know, like I said, I like to joke a lot, so don't take it personal. You know, people know when I have a problem with them. If I'm just busting balls, that's literally all I'm doing. I'm just joking around. But I mean, fiberglass goes. I haven't really done it. I've seen it. I had one person build a frame for me, and he used fiberglass on good part, at least on the bay part, right? And worked great, solid as stone. 3D printed stuff. The only ones I've seen, just because they're all sectional, and then when you glue them together, I'm like, I can see, and the guy even, who's printing them out, Kyle, tells us, is like, yeah, it's one crash, I'm done. So I guess this might be the way you're printing it, and the fill and all that. And I'm not into 3D printing, so I couldn't even begin to say I know, because I don't. But you know, to each their own. If it gets you airborne, it gets you airborne, right? That's all that matters. Get that footage. Man, I swear this freaking track right here is driving me nuts. See, sorry, I got sidetracked there. Where I fly, it's pretty rocky, so I use a lot of ABS filament to make my wings, because a lot stronger foam is not bad. Way to go for a learner. Sure, oh, absolutely, totally agree with you. Like right here, this frame right here, if you could get it in like a, you know, non-pro kit, like, you know, if you had it this way, this is so strong right here. Like, this is gonna take a beating, right? This is gonna take a beating. It's gonna take a good beating. And fiberglass sure is gonna take even more. And places I like to fly are very, you know, of course I love to fly back home in Colorado all the time. Like, that's what I want to do all the time. And I got trees are our big thing, right? So I gotta land through trees, and then when I go out to Colorado, there's trees out there, but they're not as densely populated, right? But they're bigger, and you got a lot of rocky, you know, a lot of rocks and boulders and everything else. So they need to take a beating. If you look on Test Flight, they use their waterproof foam board in fiberglass. The plane they built. Andrew, I'm flying on a tight budget and have no 3D printer on my own. I can't afford to pay someone else to make them for me. So only go tag a tree or a fence post or cast foam. I can with foam. Yeah, I mean, foam is good for that, you know? I mean, if you get a 3D printing, it's going to cost you just the printer alone, and then all the materials. And, you know, if you're on a budget, foam is the way to go. Get an EPP. It's really hard to get this Drak foam from Chris at RiteWing, because these are like special editions kind of stuff. Arts and crafts with Shelby. You know, you can go live and be, you know, tool time with Rue. Can't disclose where you're working and everything. You know, I don't do that. Most of your planes crashed. Scale. You got that? Yeah, that is a plus having brother with one. Oh, that's you have a brother has one. Yeah, I mean, Rue's got one, right? But I know, and Kyle's got one, and obviously Kyle's printed some wings. But I mean, I'm never gonna ask them for one, because I just don't want to fly one. I'll live vicariously through them. And that RiteWing kit, eh? Yeah, this RiteWing kit's the schniz right here, man. It's good. Remember, I got 3 specs, and I got a 48, a 44, a 30, a 38. I got one of everything sitting here that can be built, right? Almost every one of them in the RiteWing fleet. Flight test foam board is prohibitively expensive to import here to Australia. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. And yeah, I was just saying, you can fiberglass foam though. Yeah, you can. Like I said, I had a hardcore 44 that had some fiberglass, the nose and the fuse, and it did a good job, right? It's just really heavy. I know it says it's lighter, but I don't know. So didn't even want to get into that. I've been doing this for so long this way that it's just what I'm used to, right? Old dog, new tricks. Hard to do. Very satisfied with this frame. It's probably get it one more touch up. But again, right? It's, you know, got its blemishes, and it's not that bad considering. I've had some that are just really piss poor. What I'm really loving though is there's no wrinkles in any of this frame whatsoever. Like, there is nothing. You know, it's hard to tell sometimes when you're looking at laminate. You can get an optical illusion, right? What you have to do is you have to go at it at an angle, right? And look down the whole frame, right? You have to look down like this and check for wrinkles, right? That's what you're looking for. And are you going to get it perfect? I don't know. You can get pretty damn close. All right. But this is going to be a freestyle rig. This is one I'm going to slap a nose on here. Man, it's probably going to get an inch to 360. So what I'm going to have, I'm going to see if I can't talk to them, see if we can't work out some sort of business arrangement Possibly. That's what I'm thinking about right now. That's going on behind the scenes, right? And see if I can't work with them and then work with us wing guys. And I would like to test out the Insta360 on here. Not sold on it yet, really, honestly, but it's a possibility. Spec wings do not like to have anything disrupt this flow. Once it does, changes its flight characteristics and goes from being a tremendous, awesome bird to fly to then it's like crap. I'm not saying it's crap. It's just like, damn it, it's not flying the way it was just a minute ago. So I'm trying to find something that's, you know, I mean, a run can't split. I've done that in the past. I just, I don't know. It's kind of where I'm at. Suggestions are definitely warranted at this time. Cool, he says in a very weird phonetical way, spelling it. My trainer was made out of foam board. There you go, man. A lot of people, man, Kyle likes the foam board stuff too, man. I know a couple guys that love it. Marty Booth does that foam board stuff. But they make their wings out of Shelby. This is a German foam, I believe, right here, this foam. And this is the same foam that RiteWing uses for their mini Draks, which are molded, right? For all the Drak series, which is the big, huge one, the mini, and then the mini Drak and the nano Drak. And by the way, I know a lot of people have been coming to my channel lately, and especially because of the videos of seeing the mini Drak fly from like Nurk's video and whatnot, and Ed Ricker. And what you got to note is, yes, it's kind of unfortunate that I keep showcasing the mini Drak. I love that frame. However, you can get the little brother version, which is the nano Drak. Now, the nano Drak is in stock. You can get that, and you can get it with standard, which means just its traditional footprint size of wing span, or you can add on boom and an extension on the back to give it more control surfaces and make it fly a little more stable, people say. And then you can get extended wings, right? And so it could be more of a cruising frame. So you got a lot of versatility there. So just because you can't get the mini Drak, they'll be disheartened, you can get the nano Drak. And Rue and I have been testing the nano Drak prototype, because I've had it for years, for the past several weeks, and I've been falling in love with it each time we go out a little bit more. I'm still trying to find out all of its flight characteristics, where it shines, where it doesn't shine right now. So I'll keep you in the loop. All right. So there you go. You could build a nano Drak to do, I don't know, lots of stuff. Fast, cruiser, freestyle. I don't know. I'd have to get more production model flight time, right? Because I'm still flying the proto. Roberts, I actually put some monocoat over 3mm laminate, and it turned out pretty cool. I remember doing that when I first got sponsored by TBRC. It's an a-hole I was. I laminated it, right? I think it was the reflex, right? And I think it was my reflex. And then I put monocoat, silver, chrome, right? Mirror. And my thought process is, well, if they go on a turn, the sun's going to hit their glasses, goggles, camera. It's going to blind them. They'll miss the turn. No, didn't work. I took it off after like a week. It just started falling apart after all my practices. It would come down, the monocoat would start ripping and tearing. So I stopped that. I never went back. I never paint my frames. Like, very rarely do I even paint. I'm chasing the flight is what I'm always chasing. I'm chasing that connection, that flow, and want to record it. We'll look into it when I get more experience building planes, I hope. Yeah. I mean, fiberglass is a thing you're gonna have to, and 3D printing is especially another avenue of learning how to learn a whole new skill. Let's see. Yeah, I've done that before. Blah, blah. Stick with it, bro, he says. You get there. Just gotta spend some time in the saddle and keep to it. That's correct. Shelby, you mentioned split run cam hybrid cuts clips to 8 minutes 50 seconds, even if loop timer is turned off. Well, that sucks. I mean, I don't know how much they cut off on each. How many frames are you losing, right? Because then when you go to stitch together, it's just going to jump, because that would really suck. Because if you're watching here, or maybe you don't know, wing flights are a lot longer than quad flights. And seriously, like, I can run a spec wing for 20-some minutes. Hell, Rue was flying his because he's cycling batteries right now, some China Hobby Lines, right? I'm teaching him how to cycle batteries because, you get your best performance if you break them in properly, right? There's a way to break new batteries in that I've been doing for years. And so I'm teaching him how to do it. And I mean, he was up yesterday for, I think it was 23 minutes on a 2200 3S. So you got a long flight time, you get a lot of footage, and I don't want something that's gonna, I don't mind the auto loop, but if it's gonna auto cut off and there's a gap, then, it kind of sucks. On average, minimum, my flights are like 15 minutes. And that's freestyling for 15 minutes, not 4. It's a long time. For sure. What's up, brother? Marty's here. Hey, I'm live. Say hi. Saying hi. They're not grandchildren. You're like, hi, how you doing? Oh, sweetie. Hello, internet, he said. For sure, much cheaper than racing bikes or cars. Absolutely. This is like you want all those thrills, then do FPV wings. I'm telling you. You can do quads, but do wings. Well, keep up the good work, Shelby. I will catch you on the next live. Sounds good, man. Absolutely appreciate you stopping by here, Andrew. Nice talk. Look at everybody's getting along here. Everybody's been, I need to cycle my new batteries. Yep, you got to cycle them a bit. And I'll tell you real quick how I do it. So it's 5 cycles. So it's 5 nice runs. And you incrementally, kind of like weightlifting, back when I used to do that and be very fit. It's progression, right? So you do the same thing when you're breaking your batteries. Your first cycle, no more than like a half, 60%, somewhere in that range on your throttle, and just run it through, right? Just a nice chill cruise flight. And then second cycle, you run it, you ump it up a little bit more. Now you're in the 70s. Third, you're up in the 80s. Fourth, now you're touching hundreds, meaning you're hitting the throttle. You're not staying on these, right? You're getting to the max and you're touching that. Fifth cycle, which is about where they start to open up, you are hammering on it more. Now you're really starting to go at it. Now you're running about 90%, 80, 90% of the way you're normally going to run, whether it be a racing or freestyle. So you're really going at it. And then after that, you're done. Right? So it takes about 5 cycles. When you do that, you're breaking in your battery. And a big key thing is make sure you balance charge it all the way up, okay, to get to its max, peak, proper charge, go out and run it and get it all the way down. Don't half discharge it. Don't 3/4 discharge it. Run it all the way down to 3.5 a cell under load. You can go anything below 3.5 a cell under load, you're going to hurt the cell. So when it hits 3.5 a cell under load, land, and then repeat 5 times. And then watch. Your battery's going to crack open. You're like, damn, never knew my batteries could do this. Which is, you'll be able to find out. And then you'll find out if you have, Rue's got 6 or so of these batteries that he's testing right now or breaking in. You will find some, or at least I do when I'm breaking a number of batteries like that for a competition, that are, you might have a dud here, you might have one that has bad cell, and you'll find that through breaking them in properly, right? And that, say you go to a race event, then you're only taking your best, your premium, your top charge, discharge batteries that are running. I even have a chart that it's with little icons that I put on them, and Rue's seen it, and that's how I grade my batteries before I go to a competition, because I'm running out and breaking them in. And then they perform amazingly. And then they last longer too. See, very disappointed in hybrid's lack of settings and interface, but shit, runtime is huge. But huge bummer for me too. I must have missed something. Oh, what's up, friends? I'm late to the party. It's still little. Started 3 hours ago. I didn't catch that one on the hybrids. I didn't know what that's about. I built a stand where I have an ESC motor to cycle batteries. Yeah, and that's fine. You can do it that way too. I just prefer to take mine and also use that stick time, because usually it's on a frame when I'm breaking in batteries like that, on a spec frame or a sport class frame that I'm going to go to a competition for, right? So I have a fresh frame and fresh batteries going to said event, right? 9 times out of 10, that's the case. I'll contact my sponsors. I need a frame and I need batteries, and then they send me fresh. And then, so at that point, I'm using those cycles to go ahead and also familiarize myself with how the frame's acting, any subtle, tweaks or trimming, especially that I might need to do, or any adjustments. And I use some kind of 2 birds, 1 stone when I do it that way. right? So yeah. Good chatting with you too, Andrew. You too, Shelby. Thanks for the stream. You're quite welcome. Yeah, I don't get a lot of flight time anymore, so that's how I cycle my batteries nowadays. Yep, sometimes just don't have time to do it. I'm in the hunt for some batteries myself, to be honest with you. I'm looking no longer with Tattoo. We parted ways a while ago. But I'm looking for some good competition batteries. I know Raystick is RDQ's batteries, 2200 3S, are what I'm going to go ahead and procure. I know Rue's testing the CNHL versions. I'm going to go ahead and grab a different version. That way I have a variety. And fresh batteries, I'm going to order them tonight, get them in hopefully in the next couple of days, and break those in. But those aren't going to be for this. These are going to run, actually, I have batteries for it. Some 3200 4S from Spectrum. So they're smart batteries, right? And I'm going to use that on this. It's not going to be a competition rig. This right here is going to be a purely freestyle rig, and it hopes, fingers crossed, we can get it all the way to Colorado and maybe yank out some good footage. Yeah, hopefully, right? Mini Drak does that. Let's see what else we got going on right here. No, I think we got it all. All right, cool. I know there's some people that joined in rather late. We started 3 hours ago, but nonetheless, we'll be back. I'll be back again tomorrow. Continue to do these live streams as you guys keep showing up, and I'm going to keep doing them. You guys seem to enjoy it, and I enjoy talking to you all as well. Makes for a good day, right? If you have any other friends that you think you want me to build next coming up after this, just let me know, and I'll keep maybe churning them out, right? Also, footnote, we do have the ability to put DJI on here, right? And I mentioned that earlier, right? We can put a Cadix and Vista on here. We can run the Nebula. We've gotten permission from Ed Ricker. It's his gear, so I can do that. So I'm thinking, Rue and I were talking last night, that I'm thinking I'm going to put it on here and go live on here like I've been doing with you all past few weeks, right, every day. But do the maiden live via the DJI goggles piped in here in that way. So if you guys like that idea, say something in the comments, hit like on the thumbs up button or something to let me know before I start ending this stream. And that will get a little more motivated to then talk to Ed and say, hey, you know, this is exactly what I'm going to do. They might even push me over the top to buy the damn things. I don't know, but we'll see. Let's see, as I'm reading while you guys are typing that in, I'm horrible to bat my batteries. I live on 300 acres and fly at least back or two every day or two or three. So most of my charge for most of the time. So here's the great thing about the Spectrum batteries, right? Is they're smart batteries. They're just like DJI batteries. And that's because I'm the same way. I'm horrible with charging batteries. Going out and flying with the crew, I won't discharge all my batteries. And then I go home and then I got to go to work or whatever. Life, picks up and then I forget about my batteries. And they traditionally would sit there for like a week or more without even being flown. And if you've been in this game any kind of time, you know that keeping charged lipos is horrible. Like over a certain amount of time, it just kills the chemistry and breaks it down and makes the battery's life cut in half. It's just horrible. You don't want to do that. You want to keep them at a storage charge. Well, these smart batteries from Spectrum, although they are not good for competition, I have to be honest, they're great for everyday use and stuff. That they self-discharge. So I charge them all. I don't use them all. I go back home. My wife, kids, and whatever else I need to do. Right, forget about them. I don't even worry about them anymore. They self-discharge. I'm fine with that. And then I get ready for the next day or the day when I'm going to go fly again. I just check my batteries. They need to be thrown back on. I throw them back on real quick, and they'll jump up that charge, and then off I go and cycle them out. So I'm only really careful with my competition batteries. And then they end up turning into my dailies too. So they end up getting tossed into the ammo cans and haul around, and I give them away or whatever and pile drive them into the concrete. Majority of the time. Build a twin zoo next. Man, I can't get rid of that damn thing now, can I? Why? So I can go fly it in Vegas again? Let's see. Yeah, so thinking HD to do on this one. Looks like, and one more check on it. I'll do one more touch up with the heat gun, maybe. It looks really, really good. Nice and glass-like. And that's what we want. We want this, no wrinkles. Because no wrinkles means smooth air going over my over the foil, which creates a nice solid line. That's the beauty of doing that. I guess that's it. We did 3 hours. Holy hell. Who would have thought I was going to be on for 3 hours today? Come to Vegas and flat wings with me. I already did that, man. I already did that. If you haven't seen all that, I mean, I can, well, at the end of every live stream, I'll either show a video or I will show a wing sim, right? I think that's what we're going to do from now on. So let me go over here, go to my trusty dusty computer, and then I'll pull up a Vegas video. This is an old one. These are good ones, though. It's been a while since I've looked at these. And I'll just end with one of my old videos. I don't know which one. Got a couple Vegas videos. And they are under... Why am I going to the Creator Studio? Well, I guess it's one way to get in there, right? Look right here. Here's what I'm going to do. What the hell is going on? Go to my channel. Playlists. And it's going to be under main episodes. And then I'm going to go to trying to find it. It's been a while. Wild Vegas. The right one. All right, see if I can do it. This is back in the day. This is 4 years ago, man. God, I can't believe it's been that long. So let me go ahead and pull it up over here. Get this. Go here. And window capture. Holy hell. Number 9. Here's some Vegas. And we'll kind of end it with that today. And let me know which ones you prefer, me to do the sim or show old school vids. So I got a freaking ton of them. Go right here, go down. And you can see the outside. Oh, here we go. Good. Let me know if you can hear the audio, and I'll go ahead and hit play. Let me try that again. I'll hit that play button, and then let me know. This is old. Like, I don't even have a beard.
What up, everybody? It's been a while. I was recently going through my footage, trying to dump a lot of stuff out, and I came across my Vegas footage.
We'll end with this. You guys can watch this as I fade my own video out.
The next 2 vlogs are going to be about the mini Drak and this huge bird.
These are my old vlogs. If you guys like this, throw me a thumbs up, and I'll maybe start doing them
I'll
again.
just do a little quick review on them and show you some flight footage. So, without further ado, let's go get some of that. Day 1, day 3 for me. Last another
Hey, there's Alex.
So we're going to some locations outside of Vegas, and it looks fucking awesome. I'll go ahead and show you where we're going. We're heading over that way. Look where we're flying. One, two, three, four. That's the Phantom dance. Hold it centered, and you walk around it.
Old school stuff. This is when I first found out the Spec Wing could actually do what it does today. Was on this trip in these flights right here. This is a little backstory for you. This is when I was like, we were at the event. I just won the race, and I'm like, Alex, dude, these things fly amazing. Like, let's go to the mountains. And then here we go. We went to the mountains right afterwards. Yeah, I need to go back there and fly it again because progression's been made, so I need to go back. It'd be awesome. Vegas was an awesome trip. So much fun. This gentleman right here is the one that actually does all the fiberglass. That whole wyvern right there. There I'm standing on the ledge.
The end of my trip. So I just wanted to say thanks to everybody at FPVWRA for throwing this event. That was awesome. Thanks to the Las Vegas Wingnut crew. They are absolutely a killer bunch of guys. All right, guys. Until next time. Later. Ready? On three. Ready? 1, 2. Hey, ready. Pay attention. On three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Get you some of that.
You gotta give them credit.
Why is that?
Well, they're gonna keep on doing it till they get it right.
All right, guys. See you next time. I'm out. Oh, yeah, baby. See you all tomorrow.
Oh, it's time to go, sweetie. It's time to go fly. Do I take a shower with my wing? Why, yes, I do. Jesus jogs all the damn room. Seriously, curlers? We're going to fly, and you're not going to look pretty after today anyways, so ditch that idea. The problem with my wing, sometimes he misbehaves. He never gets dressed. He never wipes his own damn lens. Hey, you ready to go? You better not be watching multi-rotor shit. God damn it, HC. See, this is what I'm talking about. You're watching damn porno again. Keyshaw, at least you got good taste. Get ready, we gotta freaking leave. Why am I having to change your tape? You're a